Well, have I got a treat for you right now? We are using the RE20 right now, but we've been sent the Stellar X2, all right? So right now, we're going to be reviewing this one. Interesting. So I've just been sent the Stellar X, designed in Southern California, it says. Oh, here we are, Tech Zone Audio Products. Now, this isn't a dynamic microphone. It's a condenser microphone, and it's going to need voltage. So it's not the sort of microphone you have directly injected into your radio. It's the sort of thing that you would have to go through a mixing desk. So you need a proper interface first. So let's just move my little microphone here. By the way, this is an Electrovoice RE27, and we're going to compare that to an Electrovoice RE20, and we'll also compare it to this microphone, because this is quite an expensive mic. Wow, what have we got here? A little box of tricks, look. Comes with its own briefcase. Ooh, look at that, Lockie. Okay. Let's undo it. TZ Audio Products. Okay. Aha, I was wondering if we got this. So this is a nice little... The difference between like Electrovoice and this is that the screw would come out like a piece of engineering. It's coming now, all right? That's unfair, maybe. I'm just going to screw it on here. Let's have a look at the microphone now. Right, oh, what's the weight of this? Okay, so you talk into the front here. XLR on the bottom. Push fit. I mean, feels nice. We need to work out how it goes on this now. I mean, it feels quite nice. Right, so I'm going to dig into the mixer here, because what we need to do now is go into number 2 channel and tell it that this is 48 volts phantom power. So stand by. Now it should start working. This is this microphone now, and this is the RE20. Now I'm going to just balance my own voice here, if that's all right. Balance, balance, balance. TZ 1 2, RE20 1 2. Okay, so I've just been mucking around trying to balance roughly the audio out. So in post production, I can kind of just put the levels up to 0 dB. Anyway, so it's recording right now on the RE20. Let's just do a little bit of fun on this new microphone, okay? So because I did promise that I would do a test, so we're on this one now. It's got a 14-hour burn-in test. It's been frequency swept. It has a visual inspection, and somebody's signed it here. So whatever that means. Let's have a look at the instructions. Now, in a minute, what we're going to do is we're going to plug in this. This is my favourite microphone. It's the RE20. It's got more of an AM sound, apparently. EQ is completely flat, okay? I can prove that to you on the desk here. If we go into the RE, it says RE20, but that's the RE27. Go into the channel, the gate. I've got no noise gate. My EQ is absolutely flat. In fact, it's off. I've got no compression either. So anything I do is in post-production. All I'm going to do, I promise you, is bring the levels up to 0 dB. So this, and we're still on this, uses a high-quality steel body with a custom-made low-noise transformerless FET circuit and a high-quality K67 capsule. It's manually biased to ensure a smooth and balanced sound. It's based on the classic Neumann U87, U67, with additional changes to provide a more sensitive microphone. Fascinating. It goes through our intensive testing at a small factory in Southern California. This includes a frequency sweep test in our anechoic chamber, as well as a self-noise test to ensure every circuit performs within specifications. Dust and foreign material can degrade the performance of a microphone over time, so always store the unit in its included flight case. The frequency is between 20 Hz and 18 kHz. It's got a cardioid pattern, so we'll flip it around in a minute and see what it's like. We should be less sensitive from the back. 140 ohm impedance. Maximum SPL is 130 dB. And it does need 48 volts, which we're supplying it with the mixer here. Yeah, okay, and we got a foam cover. So let's just see what happens when we put the foam cover on. Stand by. Let's just swap microphones. They'll be too noisy for you otherwise. If I can get this on. It's like putting your socks on first thing in the morning with a bad back. Right. That's it with its foam boot. I just don't know what to think. The trouble is, I love microphones. And these are so nice that sometimes I am really spoilt for choice, if you know what I mean. I'm pretty certain by just looking at the way it's working on me here that it probably works pretty well. I've got a funny feeling I'm a little bit overcooking it here. Hang on a minute, 1, 2, because it's quite a sensitive microphone, so I might have been clipping that, and I might have to do all this again. I don't know, but anyway, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. What do you think? I don't know. So the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, but it does need phantom power. Right, let's switch back briefly to the RE27 just for a minute, because we're going to unplug this. I'm going to plug in the RE20 just to let you hear the difference when it's completely flat. I will need to boost the signal because this has got a neodymium magnet, RE27ND, so it's got a hotter signal than the standard RE20. So stand by. Oh yeah, it's about, I'd say about 5 dB. I'm just going to boost it up 5 dB because it just needs a bit more of a kick. And that's just an interesting test, isn't it? Between the RE27 and the RE20. I mean, I'd say I made 300 videos with the RE20, but I used to give it a little bit of mid boost just on my voice. But we'll leave it flat. But you can hear the kind of why the AM stations used to love this. It was great. You're live on the Callum Show. It's 2 on Saturday. It sounds lovely. RE20. Let's go back to this, the Stellar X2. Stellar X2, just testing. It's 2 here in Birmingham, Midlands. We're just testing the microphone out with my best radio voice. We're coming up to the weather with Lockie in a minute. Lockie's holding our little camera. He's camera 3 at the moment, but if my camera works anything to go by, it might be camera number 1. Don't know what I think about it. I don't like having to store a case. I dump all things like this. So I'm fascinated in what this is going to sound like. I mean, I'm still on this one right now. Where am I going to use it is the next thing. Do we take it down? I mean, is it good for interview microphone? So let's go a little bit far away. That's it at, I'd say, about 2 feet or 60 centimetres. That's it at, I'd say, about 2 feet or 60 centimetres. We haven't done the back end of it yet. We have to flip it around. So that's at 2 feet. That's at 3 feet, say 1 metre. So there's at 1 metre, all right? 1 meter. So there's at 1 meter. All right. Now what we're going to do, we're going to turn it around so you can hear what it sounds like at the back. Because if you've got computer noise and stuff, you want to dial that out. So here we go. We're on the back end now. So now it should be a good, I'd say 15 to 20 dB lower down. I'll swap it back round. And there it is back on the front again. Stellar X2 versus the RE20. My old friend. Good. Well, make your mind up. If you like this video, then you might like this one here, where I did a comparison of the RE20 with some Shure microphones. All right, see you next time.